no one wants to say they're afraid, because if you say you're afraid, then it means you're a coward. And I think that it only means you're a coward if you allow that fear to change your behavior in an aversive way, as in it not towards what you want. And so, the inverse of that, many people have heard it, courage is not acting without fear, but despite fear. And I think that when you allow fear to change your behavior the wrong way, that is when you can give yourself that title of coward.
Average is the enemy. We are conditioned ever since we're born to be average. The reality is even our parents, our grandparents were taught this way. And so they just indoctrinate you into being average. And for the most part, they want you to be average in terms of your intelligence. They want you to be average in terms of who you choose as a spouse. They want you to be average in terms of your vocation and your work. They want you to be average in the way you live, average in your health, and average in your income. And before you know it, you die of a average, mediocre existence, never really fulfilling your life's dreams, missions, and purpose, right? You might have these ambitions, you might have these thoughts, you might have these desires, but you're like, no, I should play it safe. I should be average. The inertia of average is very strong, gentlemen, because the entire system is set up to keep you average. It is set up to keep you mediocre, not for any other reason other than they want more workers. And they want you to be in debt. They want you to keep working your job, work into your 60s, and they fooled you into thinking that if you do this, at some point in your 60s, you could retire and enjoy your twilight years, when in reality, this is the time to enjoy. But you must be a thinker like they are. You must be a thinker like I am. You must be a thinker like where you want to take the risk, where you have these dreams and ambitions and you want to leap into the unknown and figure out how you can create a product or a solution, and how you can create multiple income streams, and how you can create a life that's far beyond what you're living today, where you're trying to make ends meet and you're trying to make your debt disappear, all while the compounding inflation continues to choke you out. This is why being average doesn't work.
It's a human condition to be average. It's not to be as good as you can be. It's the human condition to survive. Just get along, be average. It's why when a kid makes an A on the midterm, he misses 2 weeks of class, or doesn't go or try, thinking if I get a C on the next test, I still have a B average. Lots of people think that way. That's normal. So when you get one that comes out for football and he thinks that way, don't think he's got something wrong with him. He's normal. What we do to get him to play hard, to play tough all the time, to give effort, is special. It's special to get somebody to be the best that they can be, to understand the work ethic and how important it is to earn it, and you reap what you sow. It's the perseverance that it takes to stick with it when things don't go right.
No great person that ever existed on the face of this earth ever became great by just living to the standard of the external environment of which they were required. All right. And what does this mean? This means when you go to your job, or you go to your sports practice, or you do whatever it is you're trying to do, the standards that are expected of you are not the standards that create greatness. Okay. High performers hold themselves to a higher standard than the one that they are given. All right. That's the separator between great people and average people. That's the separator between earning a living and becoming wealthy. That's the separator between nobody knowing who you are and every single motherfucker on the planet knowing who you are. It's about exceeding the external standards.
He said, you know the difference between champions and everyone else? And I was like, what? And he said, everyone always looks at them and says, what do champions have that I don't have? And he said, they have it backwards. He said, it's what do champions not have that I have? It's what do they lack? And it's an off button. They just don't stop. And so in dealing with the gold medalists, he's like, they just never stop. They just can't stop. Everything in their life is geared towards one goal. And so finding that thing, and they approach everything in their life that way. And I think that that level of obsession around like everything that you touch on a daily basis is required for really getting to where you want to go.
My philosophy is, why be normal when you can be the best? I don't want to be normal. I want to make the difference. So everything I do, I want to make the difference. Because when I make the difference, I'm the best. And that is not arrogance, that is confidence for me. I'm playing to win. And to win, I will destroy you. I will do everything to win, and I need to win because when I win is my proof that I am alive.